Sorry about this. We didn't have enough storage. Good.
I found Dewey. I tried to help him. Here we go.
3 minutes. Oh. Something is cooking that shouldn't be cooking. What the heck is this? Some baby. Good love song. You don't get to ask me how I'm doing.
Derek! The killer, he's here.
Right here. You're fast, Sid. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You really want to trust your boyfriend?
Don't you know history repeats itself?
Surprise, Sydney.
Since Derek here disappeared on my ass, I've been on my own all fucking night. cancel my partner.
You motherfucker. Sid's crazy. You know me better than that.
Come on, Sid. I gotta have a partner. They couldn't have possibly done this alone.
Sid. Sid. No.
It's okay, Derek. You're back.
Sid, he's lying. Sid.
We're back, Dylan. We're back, Dylan.
Sid, the man is lying. I'm coming. Sid.
What do you think, Derek? Sid experiencing some deja vu?
No. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Fucking kill you. You are dead.
Hurt you.
You should really deal with your trust issues, Sid. I mean, poor Derek. He's completely innocent. He's such a nice boy, too. Bright and funny and handsome. He's in singing voice and he's gonna be a doctor. This was just the kind of boy you'd like to take home to mom. If you had a mom. You! Oh, so vulgar. You'd like to talk to this other sick fuck just like you. Dave was a sick fuck who tried to get away with it. Vicky is a sick fuck who wants to get caught. Yeah, see? That's the plan. It hasn't been done before. It's just the beginning. A prelude. That's what the real fun is. These days, it's all about the triumphs. The effects of cinema violence on society. Dershowitz, Cochran to represent me. Bob Dole on the witness stand. King Hunter defense. Tell the Christian Coalition will pay my legal fees. He's air. Check this in. I'm not listening. Get him out. Shh. That'll be all that secret. People love a good trial. It's like theater, they're dying for it. And I worked hard to give the audience what they want. So Billy was good at it. He knew. It's all about execution.
Yeah. Well, let's forget one thing about Billy Lewis.
What's that?
I fucking killed him.
Sid? You got the Hamilton thing going. No, it's nice. I like it.
Now who's doing that? Could that be a mystery guest waiting in the wings?
Told you I had a partner, Sid. Surprise cameo just for you.
Mrs. Lewis? What?
Billy's mother. Nice twist, huh? Didn't see it coming, did you?
Can't be. I've seen pictures of you. This is 60 pounds and a lot of work later. It's called a makeover. You should try it. Look tired yourself there, Gail. You two were in this together?
Yeah, well, had to have financing. Tuition's expensive. Deb there, my backer, met on the internet, psycho website, classifieds.
There's only an estimated 97 active serial killers in the country today, so Nicky here is quite fine. Definitely one on the way up. All he needed was a little guidance and nurture. Only a mother can do.
Told you it was gonna work.
Wait till the trial. It is gonna rock.
Oh, Nicky, there's not gonna be a trial. Two birds, one stone. He was a good boy, but my God, that would later movie's motive. Did you find out for 1 second? Poor boy was completely out of his mind. You're not. No, I'm very sane. My motive is as 90s as Nicky's. Mine's just good old-fashioned revenge. You killed my son. And now I kill you, and I can't think of anything more.
No, of course I know.
Everything's traceable back to Nicky, including the cop gun he used to kill everybody. But let's just suppose that you had gotten hold of the intercom gun, and you chased Nicky, and you shoot out the big stuff, and you shot Nicky, killed Nicky dead. He got off one shot at you. Okay, so have I covered everything? Are there any questions, any comments? You know what, no. Who gives a flying fucking hell? Let him try and track down the second possible killer. Denny Sloat doesn't exist. You're as crazy as your son was. What did you just say? Was that a negative, disparaging remark about my son? About my Bill? No, Bill was a good boy.
Mrs.
He did bang up Doug, Mrs. Lewis. Not wise to patronize him. And I'm sitting. Randy spoke poorly of Billy, and I got a little knife happy. I was a good mother. You know what makes me sick? I'm sick to death. People saying it's on the parents' fault. It all starts with the family. You want to blame someone? Why don't you blame your mother? She's going to show me has been broken my back. And then you took my son. You don't know what it is to be a mother. To raise a child, and teach him, and guide him, and abandon him. Isn't Mickey supposed to be dead?
Sheesh. So, Armored's mom had the same age as March. 158, 35. Oh, shit, yo, a monster in my heart, a ghost inside my chest. Unbroken lion, helpless, shattered from the nothingness. And now you look at me, completely blind to life. So now I'm turning to dust in a world that's twisted. My apologies. Don't come searching when I come knocking.
I'm in a very, very bad day. I would like to know exactly what the fuck is going on here. Sydney?
Cotton, you really was his mother. She's the killer.
Who's that?
The other killer, Mickey.
Okay.
Look, Cotton.
So, you're not getting sold, are you? You're not good post-telegraph.
I can still help you, Cotton. Let me kill her. As long as she's alive, you're never gonna be the lead story. That's what you really want, isn't it, Cotton? If you really want to be the spotlight, just let me kill you right now. You're the survivor. You're the star. She sent you to prison for a year. Personally, I think it's rather poetic. No, Cotton, don't you listen to her.
Well, it's quite a predicament here, isn't it?
Cotton,
I mean, she makes a good point. Let me think about this. Maybe you should too. Bet you that Diane Sawyer gives something real good right about now. Yeah?
consider it done.
Wow. What's intense? Hey, Sydney, look, I want you to know that I would never, ever do anything to hurt you.
Give me that.
Yeah, okay, sure. They said, we should probably talk about what exactly happened here, I mean, get our story straight for the press station.
Can somebody get me out of here? Dale. Oh, you know what? I've been shot. Of course not. No!
Jesus, man, it scared the crap out of me. Anybody else down there, is it? So what's the reporting contract just happened?
She got caught.
How bad is it?
Just one stop happened.
Yeah, you get more lines than a cat.
Can my cousin? Is she dead? I don't know. No one's come back.
Whoa!
Just in case.
Shit, gosh darn psychopath. He honest to goodness bad guy.
Yeah, you alright? I'm back. No, Sydney, maybe we can sleep like an the old days. Vivian Webb at Windsor College.
We don't know if he's innocent or not.
If you love survival games that are all about, if you love survival.
Do-do-do-do-do. So we're gonna do Ghana. One of one. October. Okay, so let's go. We have two movies review to do. I'm gonna do that. My apologies. I don't care. I don't care. My boy. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to Commentary Show. Because you guys are doing well, having a wonderful day on this 2nd October 2025. Just finished watching 2 movies, making some clips. We're good. I'm gonna do a TikTok live. It's a bit later than I was hoping for, but hey, it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So I love you guys. Take it easy. Today we're gonna eat some rice, delicious rice. It smells amazing. Okay. Oh, I gotta make a lot of space. Two 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 choo 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 choo. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to Commentary Show. Because we're having a wonderful day on the 2nd October 2025. About to make some couple of videos while my rice is cooking. But before that, I think I'm going to show you something. It is 6:35 a.m. Well, yep. It is 6:35 p.m. Look at her. Look at her. Half the moon. Gorgeous. Read somewhere that there's rust on the moon because of us Earthling. And I don't know how I feel about that. Is it even true? Is it a clickbait? Who knows? Two. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl. And eat or not? Choo. Don't blink, it's flying. Welcome to Commentary Show. We're doing walks, having a wonderful day on the 2nd October 2025. Today, we're doing a movie review. We're doing 2 movies. I don't know, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do the 2 movie and 1 video or not. We'll figure it out as we go along this video. We're doing a movie review, but this is the very first movie that we do for the Spooktober 2025. So we're doing Scream. Now, Scream, I gotta say, amazing movie. The first one, amazing movie. The second one, we'll get into it later on. The first one is absolutely insanely good. So as I mentioned in the previous video that we did today, I'm not very familiar with horror movie as a genre, and of course I watch a couple of things, but I'm not really versed in that. So Scream, it's kind of insanely good because it's about a group of teenagers that are obsessed with horror movie, and because they're obsessed with horror movie, they kind of want to become killer, right? Now, ultimately speaking, the reason why I'm not sure I want to do the second one and this one is because there's a lot of things inside that are really nice. So, for example, right, we have these. The second one is actually not bad. It's just the first one was just a masterpiece. I'd never seen a good movie like that. They're watching a lot of horror movie, right? And at the same time, in the second movie, they said, okay, well, maybe this is why there's a lot of killing because of the horror movie. But then this is really good because we are, and unintentionally speaking, there's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. The fourth wall that we have is, okay, well, this is a horror movie. What would we do in a horror movie? What would we do? So basically, and this is super nice because there's so much in there. It's so packed with little details that are so cool. I mentioned my first impression of Scream was through Scary Movie, and Dewey, that was a kind of like a dope little guy, but no, I love Dewey. And the first one is actually pretty good because it's super fat, right? And they're super into horror movie. Now, ultimately speaking, the plot itself is kind of crazy because spoiler, I knew who the two killer was. The greatness of Scream in itself is that it's a mask. It's not a killer, it's a mask. So whoever is wearing a mask and whoever is killing is Ghostface, right? There's multiple Ghostface, but it's always the same entity. You know, say, oh, this is the first Ghostface, or this is, for example, this is Freddy, or this is Jason, or this is Michael, or this is whatever, you know, Charles Lee Ray, my favorite. So the fact that there's this killer here, it's super nice because in the first one, it's everybody's wearing a mask. One of my favorite movie is my name is Ink Vendetta. So one of my favorite movie is V for Vendetta. And V for Vendetta, there's a scene where they all wear the mask. In the school, they do the same thing. However, it's a bit less poetic. They're killers, right? So this is super, super cool because again, it's a case of who can it really be? There's a lot of details. When you know who the killer are, there's a lot of details that prove that Stu, French, and Billy were the killer, right? Now, this is super fucking cool because Stu wasn't a killer. So Billy, what I thought was because okay, so technically speaking, right, the events of Ghostface aren't real. They're only real when you take into consideration that this is not a new killer. This is a killer that killed before. So he killed the mom a year ago. Now, what I thought, everybody called the Sid main character which is Sid, her mom's a slut. So they're saying, oh, your mom's a slut, your mom's a slut, your mom's a slut. So you're led to believe that somehow, some way, the character of the mom of Sid kind of broke young Billy's heart. Give me a sec. My girl, my girl, my girl, say my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my world. Oh, let's go. I just love making content. So now what's going on is we uploaded all the videos we had to upload. So now there's nothing to upload. And I'm like, Schnitzel, what am I supposed to do, right? To me, it's really cool because it Billy was in love, right? But in the second, it's said that okay, well, the killer is the mom of Billy, which it's so phenomenal because when you look at it, you realize that in Jason Voorhees, which is Friday the 13th, in the first movie, it's the mom that does the killing. In the second one, he wakes up. He's like, okay, well, what I did was evil. Because of that, I got a couple of favors. And because of that, I'll make you resist it, avenge me. So this could be a reference to that, right? But at the same time, it's just so phenomenal because, again, you have in the first movie, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the third one, because I'm so focused on doing one of them, but let's do the two of them, fuck it. Anyway, the second one is great, but the first one is way better. We'll do two parts, right? I'll cheat the next and then we'll switch parts. So in the first one, like, it really had a reason to do the killings, and it's super cool because you kind of notice that he's a bit out there. You kind of notice that he's a bit fucked up, right? And then you look at Stu and you believe it's a bit fucked up, right? What is the craziest thing is there's literally a person that was accused of committing those crime, right? And it's amazing because they're talking about the 90s, and it's about the 90s. There's this small town, and what I did like about the movie is first of all, the killing are kind of good. There's the guy who's a nerd or the geek as they call him, when it comes to horror movies, like, okay, well, there's this golden rule: don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, right? There's this girl, which is Tatum, who gets killed, who is kind of cool because she had Sid's back. And the kind of the sad part is Sid, Tatum get killed, and then Sid's alone. And when you realize the killer is her boyfriend, this is kind of insane too, right? It's kind of insane. But at the same time, Tatum had her back, so when she's done, she's done. And then you realize that, yeah, well, it's the classic fucking hot girl that gets killed in the movie, but no, she wasn't just a hot girl. She was quite important in the storyline. And other kills that are phenomenal. The principal that kind of had her back, you know. Dewey, who was supposed to be this guy that is kind of dopey, but is kind of like a good cop. For example, when there's like a person that gets stabbed, he is there, right? What is really cool is Courtney Cox as a reporter, and there's also a very important. She's very important, so she's very important. And what I love about the Scream movie is it's based in the '90s. Sorry, it's a tornado in there. So Courtney Cox is kind of important because she is a reporter in a small town, and because she's a reporter in a small town, then everybody else kind of treats her like she's from a small town, right? So people punch her, which is something that we wouldn't see in now. Now this movie was made in the '90s, it was born in the '90s. There's a cameraman, and he literally there's a killer, and he gets killed protecting a stranger. It's like, yo, go there, there's a door. So there's a lot of heroism. And Scream, I think that the main good thing about Scream is it feels like a scary movie, but it also feels like a pretty scary movie. It feels like a genre. It feels like the mascot of a genre. So at times it makes fun of scary movie. At times it's hyper focused on scary movie and breaks the fourth wall. And at times it's like, okay, well, this is a scary movie, so let's make it scary. Is Ghostface scary in itself? Not really. However, I will say that the first kill was actually really freaking cool. With Drew Barrymore, the first kill was actually pretty freaking cool because it does show its modus operandi. Now, ultimately speaking, it's kind of nuts because you realize that he's after Sid. Ghostface feels like this killer that's going to kill. And ultimately, yes, he's a serial killer, right? But ultimately, he has a goal, which is Sidney. Everybody else that he kills is for fun. If he kills Sidney, would he continue to kill? Absolutely. But there is still a goal. The cool thing here is that Billy is completely insane. Stu is completely insane. But it's so nice because Ghostface at times feels super clumsy. Like there's a couple of scenes where there's finisher, he's gonna bump over the furniture. It's like, holy shit, what happened, right? And it's kind of funny because you have all those killers that are expert of avoiding obstacle, expert at catching victims, and it just doesn't happen. So it feels very real without being real. And that's it. That's it for the first part. We'll do the second part where we focus more on the second movie. I'll just finish up. The first movie is just a cult classic. See, the first movie was better than the second one because the first movie encapsulates a horror fan. It's a horror movie by a horror movie fan. It encapsulates heroes at the time for her movie, which is 80s slasher. This movie was made in the 90s. Ghostface is quote unquote a slasher, but the 70s and the 80s where Charles Lee Ray was born, where Jason Voorhees was born, where Freddy Krueger was born, where Michael Myers was born, And I'm forgetting a couple of them, which is the guy from The Shining, the guy Pinhead. I'm forgetting another one. Well, technically speaking, see, and this is kind of insane because you look at it and you look at what's the name of what's the name of Art the Clown, the movie? Something the Punisher, something like that. No. Art the Clown. Art the Clown. Terrifier, right? And encapsulate that. And it's affected its teenager. So it's kind of like I'm gonna say it's very wrong, but I don't care. One of my favorite parody movie is not another teen movie, right? Which is encapsulating the teen movie, and this is like not another horror movie. So in this one, it's kind of good. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. You're good. You're good. Don't blink. It's your boy Pink. Welcome to another commentary show because we're having a wonderful day on this 2nd October 2005. Finds out that it's kind of cool because we're doing the second movie of the Scream franchise. I'm sorry. This is most a part 2 because we did part 1 before, which means that instead of doing Scream 3, I'm going to do part 3, Scream part 3. Then we'll do Scream Part 4. We watched 2 of them today. Scream 2 as a movie, now focus. It's a little bit less good, right? So you have the character of Courtney Cox, which now so I'm gonna set you up in the universe. And the first one in the universe is kind of simple. It's a killer that walks around and kills people. It's as simple as that. However, in the second one, there's more of a lore. There's more of a universe created. Now, the cool thing about the part two is it's not a world that's created. No, it's the people that you know from the first movie that evolved. For example, Gail Weather. She goes in, and this is super nice. Such a good movie. Second one, I kissed the ass on the first one because it was extremely good. Second one was good too, which is not as good. I will say one of my complaints for the two of them is the killing scene or the fighting scene. They're a bit long. They're a bit dragged out. So this didn't really like it. Oh, by the way, the first movie I'm gonna do my MVP kill, Tatum and the garage door. Simple as that. My girl is my world. Plus nipple poking out. It was a good show. It was a good show. It was a good show. It's super cool because you walk, so you see the second movie, right? And it feels kind of crazy. And this is what I love about it. So you realize that the town, the first one was Borough. What made me think about Woodborough? What made me think about Woodbury from Walking Dead? That may be me being ADHD, possibly. The really cool thing here is in the second one, you follow Gail, and okay, well, she's rich. She made movies. She made. She wrote a book, and this is kind of cool because she always had ambition. So you're not making a new characters, you're reinforcing the fact that we knew about a character that existed before, which is kind of cool. Number two. Number two, what we have in number two. Number two is actually quite easy. Number two is the fact that we are literally in a movie that is a follow. So you find Gail Weather, and she's a superstar. You find Sydney as the second characters. And I'll be completely honest, I don't remember if who's the first character, but Sydney is there. Now, the cool thing is the intro is a movie. The movie gets killed. Now, the movie getting killed is kind of cool because, okay, so what's going on is, and this is the beauty of Scream 2, it feels like a completely pointless scene because there's Jade Smith, which is the wife of Will Smith, that I don't like because of multiple reasons. I used to love Will, bro. I used to worship Will in the 90s. He's one of the big stars. Him, Eddie Murphy, they were huge back then, you know? And now there's semblance of a man. There's shadow of their once glory. But hey, who am I to complain? I'm just a normal guy from Lachine, Montreal. So yeah, so it shows this. But this is super cool because it's literally a movie based on a true story of a serial killer. And in the theater, there's basically people wearing masks and they have fake knives. So this is kind of cool because you're like, okay, all this publicity stunt, it's very poor flavor. It's very distasteful, but it's still something that's going on. I'm thinking in French. What did I come about the movie? Well, the fact that you meet those characters and they evolve. For example, you got the guy who's a geek, but we're a movie that made it out, and he's in the movie. The most, in my opinion, important scene of the movie is one of the first scenes. So they're in a movie class, right? And you can tell that it's the 90s and it's super fun because there's this, how can I say this? Ouch. Yeah, good, that's good. That is bueno. We're gonna put out the, I'm gonna put out the airplane mode because I need to charge faster. Ouch. The scene in itself is super important for multiple reasons. You got a 90s class, which is a lot cooler than those class right now, and they're talking about movies. And it's kind of cool because they're talking about how, so the first thing that they say, and this is cool because this is an interest of the movie. In the first part of this review, we talked about how it was a breaking the fourth wall on a horror movie. And then there's killings. And the question that they're asking, which is a great question, is like, okay, well, are the killings and those movies related to, are the killings that are going on right now and the resurgence of Ghostface, are they because of the movie or not? And I think that it is because it's basically looking for fame. Now, the cool thing about this is you can only answer. My hairs are, I don't know why, they're all messy. I'm balding people. I'm balding. So, am I insecure? Absolutely. Fucking absolutely. With this, it's an answer because you saw the movie, right? And what I love about here, big spoiler, is the kid that is a killer keeps on saying that there's sequels that are better. And he keeps on saying, like, hey, for our movie. And it's, oh yeah, there's a sequel that's so good. There's a sequel that's so good. And you realize that this guy is a killer. which is the sequel of the first killer, which is Billy. Now, ultimately speaking, it's kind of stupid because he wants to be seen as a. So it's kind of nice actually. The motivation are stupid, but they're kind of nice. So the motivation is you want to be seen as a killer. You want to be seen as a Ted Bundy, as a Jeff Dahmer. You want to be seen as this horrible person, but still famous person, right? Which is kind of cool because we got Gail's Weather, who is living this dream. Of course, what she did wasn't killing, but still. So yeah, so they're showing that, and then it's super cool because they're the first killing. Now Sydney is like, hey, should we worry? And this is really cool, really nice because it does show that they're evolving. And Sydney's like, hey, should I be worried? And that's like, no, we changed city, we changed the school, let's live a normal life, we're good. Now this is really cool because you're seeing Sid growing. She has her boyfriend now, and it's become serious. It's the 90s. The guy gets on the table, he sings. It's supposed to be super cringy, but you really believe that back then this is how it was. However, there's a couple of scenes which is kind of pointless, but kind of super useful. Pointless in the sense of, okay, well, she's a sorority sister, she wants to become, wants to get recruited, but then her boyfriend gives her necklace, and then her best friend's like, oh, but this is a big no-no, you shouldn't do that, right? This was kind of cool. This is kind of cool because you got the culture of back then. Now, ultimately speaking, why is it so cool? Because one of my favorite series ever, one of the only series of art that I've ever watched was Child Play. So in Child Play 1, we have Andy Barclay that's very young. In Child Play 2, we got Andy Barclay that's a kind of victim. He's afraid of Chucky, he misses his mom, nobody believes him, and he has huge emotional issues. And then Chucky 3, which is Child Play 2, which is, in my opinion, the worst of the Chucky movie. Well, the first one was also pretty bad. The second one is a masterpiece. The third one is okay. The first one is okay. It's a Andy Barclay who is fully mature. He doesn't need people to believe him. He doesn't need people to know that Chucky is real. He doesn't need people to know that his mom was innocent. He is who he is. He is unapologetic about who he is. He's a badass. And if Chucky comes out, he's gonna have to defeat him. But if Chucky doesn't know, he has a normal life, which is something I adore. So with that, you're seeing the evolution of characters. Now, this is a super nice thing. You see the first one, you see Sid as a main character. You see the second one, you see Sid as a main character. I mean, there's 4 movies. Is she the great characters in every single movie? I don't know. Now, ultimately speaking, when I talk about how the second one is great, is because you follow characters. So, for example, Dewey, who had a crush on, my girl. No! Oh, damn. You guys, we have an emergency. We have an emergency. Okay. It's not great, but it's gonna do the job. What is the emergency? This is empty. This is my battery pack. My girl, she will be my girl. There you go. It's not perfect, but I'll have to do the job. Luckily, I'm lazy and I left one of the charger outside. Luckily, this charger has solar panels, so there's something there. Yeah. So the character like Dewey, who was in love with Gail Winter, but got betrayed. You're like, okay, well, this is also kind of good. And Dewey's a hard character because they portray him as this guy who has mental deficiency. But is he not? I don't even know. His sister kind of is a bully. She said, okay, well, when I'm wearing this uniform, I'm the sheriff. Which is very cool. The movie in itself is great. There's a bunch of killing, which is kind of boring. The whole story is lacking. So you have the boyfriend, and you kind of think that he is the wrong guy. You got Cotton Watts, who is kind of the bad guy. Why? Because and this is what I don't like about the second movie, is because Cotton would be a perfect victim. He's like, yo, I got in prison because I killed somebody, but I was innocent, right? Nobody knew me before, but now that I spent a year in prison, he said, that's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. What the reason why he was in prison for 1 year, get released because he found out the real killer. Duh. So then Conan would be a good villain because like, yeah, well, he has a reason to wanting to kill Sydney, first of all, but second of all, he wants fame. He's really wanting a fame. The second one that you could see is somebody like Gales. Because this is cool because in the first one you had a lot of fourth wall breaking, which is okay, well, horror movie this, horror movie that, don't do this, don't do that. In the second one, there's fourth wall breaking that are very subtle. For example, there's a bunch of reporters, right, who are bitches, and they talk about Gail, and she's like, okay, well, Gail, she's hot. Courtney Cox, no. And they were like, hey, she's still, to this day, she's still beautiful. Just saying, just putting it out there. They're saying, do you think Gail, as a reporter, because she's like, okay, oh, you think about Dewey. You think that Dewey did it, right? And it's kind of cool because, see, the magic of the first movie was, it could have been anybody on that mask. All we knew was a mask and a knife. It could have been anybody, right? Then the second movie tried to recreate that very poorly. They're like, yo, do you think that she's Gail? She's like, what do you think that? She's like, well, if somebody is trying to copy Woodborough, then it could become someone from Woodborough. There's a couple people, which is Gail, there's Dwight, there is Sydney, there is the geek, I don't remember your name, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, and it's actually quite nice. And this is super cool because it's a lot funnier also. For example, the cameraman, it's like, yo, your ex-cameraman got killed, so I have to be more careful. I thought it was funny. At the end, the ending is complete masterpiece. The movie in itself, good. The first one was great, the second one was good, the ending is amazing. So you realize who the killer is, and then you realize the killer, and this is kind of very good because when you realize after the end, mentioned that he's the guy that said, hey, I want to be this killer, I want to be this famous person, I want to be like a serial killer, right? And then he implies that the boyfriend of Sydney was a partner, right? But then you realize that it's not him. So who it ends up being is the mom of Billy. So the mom of Billy is amazing because we think that she's dead, but she's not dead. We think that she disappeared, but she didn't disappear. The reason why she was gone is because Sydney's mom, who was a slut around town, slept with the father of Billy. And then she said, okay, well, guess what? I'm going to lose 60 pounds, and I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do whatever it takes, I'm going to lose the weight, I'll become like a badass, right? And you see this in the book, the movie, which is great. And then you realize that possibly the kid, I don't remember his name, but he plays in Hitman, he plays in one of my favorite movies, which is The Girl Next Door, with Elisha Cuthbert, which is a masterpiece in itself. The movie itself is a masterpiece because fuck, having a porn star living next door, it's more so about moral fabric, and this is a life lesson that never really goes away, right? So with this, and then she said like, hey, I'm killing you because of your mom. And then the coolest fucking thing is she based on revenge, and she has a good reason to want you to get revenge. She has a really good reason, right? Compared to the other guy. And then Sid is like, your son was crazy, you're not crazy. It's like, how dare you talk about my son like that? And it's nice because all of the emotion is, she's not insane, she's just a mother grieving and wanting revenge, which is kind of cool. So that's the end of the second movie. It's pretty good. It's not as great as the first one, but it's still very enjoyable. Now, ultimately speaking, I gotta be honest, right? I do like it. However, the second one was like, okay, well, again, Ghostface. Fuck. He's back, right? On the things, there's a third and a fourth. We're probably gonna be watching them both tomorrow. For now, I'm super happy that we watch it, but there's more than that. I look like 7 of them, but I can only watch the one that's on Netflix because I'm not gonna steal a movie and I'm not gonna stream illegally because I am paying. If I want people to watch my video without them being pirated, I have to watch a movie without pirating it. Make sense? Cool. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. My girl is my world. Tell you something, brother.
Finding the best fried chicken in South Korea. DHC Chicken.
including grilled chicken, cheese, onion, and
Okay,
garlic.
so now we have to do a couple of things.
I'm definitely more of a sweet chicken guy. Kill chop fried chicken, honey chicken. One-on-one. The first is Thor. It's a sweet glazed chicken, so it's already above BHC. Although the chicken itself isn't as juicy. Best for last, hands down my favorite fried chicken, the Q chicken. The free cola, half and half original Yum chicken.
Two.
Golden olive original fried chicken. Yang style chicken. That is the type of sweet I like. It just coats your mouth. Strawberry fried chicken is not even in the way. Even you all. On top of that, they're giving away free flights to Korea. It's on Instagram. Most common name in country. It's just finding the best fried chicken in South Korea. DMC chicken. Big fried chicken, cheese, and the garlic. I definitely want a sweet chicken. Kill chop fried chicken. Chicken. This is sweet glazed chicken. Already above BHC. Strawberry Nanaimo bar. When it comes to Korean fried chicken, it's not even a debate. Even you all the way. And on top of that, they're giving away a free flight to Korea. All you have to do is scroll on TikTok and Instagram and go to their post, comment your name and country of residence. Just like this. Finding the best fried chicken in South Korea. BHC chicken. Including
I said.
chicken, cheese, onion, and garlic powder. I'm definitely more of a sweet chicken guy. Kill chop fried chicken. Honey chicken.
Okay, so now we have the batteries.
It's a sweet glazed chicken, so it's already above BHC. Although the chicken itself isn't as juicy. Best for last, hands down my favorite fried chicken. The free cola, half and half original Yum chicken. Golden olive original fried chicken. Yum style chicken.
Two.
Strawberry Nanaimo bar. When it comes to Korean fried chicken, it's not even a debate. Even you all. On top of that, they're giving away a free flight to Korea. All you have to do is follow them on TikTok and Instagram and go to their post, comment your name and country of residence. Just finding the best fried chicken in South Korea. BHC chicken. Including grilled chicken, cheese, onion, and garlic powder. Kill chop fried chicken. Honey chicken. It's a sweet glazed chicken, so it's already above BHC. Although the chicken itself isn't as juicy. Last, hands down my favorite fried chicken.
Fuck, dude.
The free cola, half and half chicken.
You got you. Perfect girl. Fucking got you. Two. Yeah, I get it. That outfit is cute as fuck, I know. Where dream becomes nightmare, I can show you the cure. Nightmare. Welcome to the story that will bring you to your knees. Oh, so dumb. Okay. $7.17.